a great Wednesday afternoon or evening so far. Please let me know if you can hear me and see me well. I'll be here for the next 10 minutes. So if you have any questions, you can let me know and I'll be happy to answer. I just wanted to hop in and see how you all are doing and also wanted to talk about a topic which was very crucial for my growth as an oil painter. As some of you may or may not know, I'm also an engineer. So I'm a mechanical engineer. So I got my master's in mechanical engineering and have been working for in this field for almost 10 years now. Not 10, maybe 8 years. Yeah, about 8 years. And I started painting 10 years ago back in 2013 when I was getting my degree from University of Kansas, and since then I've been painting almost every day, if not every week. But the main idea what I wanted to share was the accountability. I know some of you are also working, and many of you, if you have retired, you still have other house chores or some life priorities which don't necessarily leave you with enough time to create art. I think it's the same thing for all of them, that time is mainly a constraint to pursue with your passion. But accountability is something which I feel is very important for every oil painting beginner. And also, if you've been painting for a while, if you want to create serious growth in your journey and see your art go out in the world, I think it's very important that you need to have certain degree of accountability to make that happen. The first thing what I would like to share is, if you're just starting out, it oil painting doesn't have to be hard. I don't think it's hard at all. It's just a matter of practicing more with correct guidelines. Otherwise, it'll just stop you from doing the right things and you'll just be going round and round in the same loop, doing those mistakes over and over again. So, knowing that you have to have a certain guide or a guideline as to so that you know you are on the right step. So that's number one. The number two aspect is that you need to practice and be more mindfully aware how your practice is going. Just practicing will not help. I've been on that road. I've cranked out so many works hoping that I'll get better, but it didn't really help much at all. Like, you can even see in your own art journey, like if you have started painting, say, earlier this year, and if you haven't seen any growth by now, it means that you haven't followed, like you didn't have like a roadmap, and you didn't get a good feedback on the work that you have been doing. Because without practice, there's not enough for you to go on. Like, you need that constant feedback loop so that your brain and your hand and your eyes, they all learn at the same time as to what's the right way to go about it. So my first suggestion would be to make notes after every painting. Just see what went wrong, or what it is that you didn't like, or what it is that you hope to achieve but you weren't able to do it in that art. So the next thing would be to go over these notes and see if you're able to correct them in the next painting. You don't have to tackle all of them at once, but you should know where the gap lies. If you are able to be aware of where the gap lies, you're much more conscious with the brush marks that you're going to leave. Like, I've already added this in that brushwork guide. I think it's one of those 7 points that I had mentioned that you need to paint with intention. Without intention, you're just wasting your time where you could have grown during that session, right? The next thing I would like to say is if you are extremely busy, uh, like how I was at that time, and you if you have don't have much time at all, but you still are very passionate about your art and want to make an impact, like you need to share your vision, your message with the world through your art, then it is important for you. So right, so you need to make time for your art. Now, it's not so much that you need to make time, you just need to prioritize other things in life. So you need to see what's holding you, or what are those activities that don't mean a lot, but they are getting spent over and they're holding you back from creating art. So I would just go back and see your day-to-day activities after you're back from home or on the weekend, what it is that you do, and what is that activity that you can skip, which can at least give you 20 to 30 minutes, if not a day, at least in a week. And then if you are able to create one small painting, say like a 6 by 8 or a 5 by 7 or a 8 by 10, all you need is that one painting, right? So if you make one painting a week, that's about 52 paintings a year. Now, you cannot tell me that with those 52 paintings which you have done in a year, you will not see growth. You will definitely see growth. For me, I like I used to paint all the time, even when I was working, and even if I did one painting a week, that's about 150 paintings for 3 years. Like for 3 years worth of paintings, rounded up was up to 150. Now, in those 150 paintings, I learned a lot, and that helped me to stack up my skill for the next 7 years, right? Because now it's my 10th year, so it helped me to stack up my skills and create the body of work for the next 7 years. Now, I'm not saying that it'll take you 3 years to get those mistakes in, but you have to get those mistakes in as quickly as you can. I think the idea of making every painting perfect is what's stopping many beginners, and because they are not able to cope with the fact that they can learn from the mistake, and they're hoping to learn from a very good painting, right? But it's not possible at all. Like, you need to make those mistakes to learn from your art. So crank out those 100 to 150 paintings and stay accountable for your own growth, because nobody else is coming to inform you whether you are learning the right way or not. So the best thing you can do is to just, you know, see what you have done until now and see what it is that you want to do and how far it is that you want to go. And with that comparison, you will know how much effort or work you need to add in, right? So that was something which I wanted to share, was not to take uh, any painting too seriously, and also at the same time not to take it very lightly that you don't learn from it. So having those notes and being mentally aware as to how much you're able to learn painting after painting is definitely going to help you to grow much faster. Because no matter what you do, if you have been stuck for the last 2 to 3 years, it means that you're not doing something right, right? So you need to figure out what is that, like what are those levers that you're holding yourself back with, and need to start moving those. Like unless you start moving those, you won't be able to like do more with that style that you want, with which you want to show to your audience, right? So yeah, so I just hope that this has been helpful and been beneficial for you to try out this coming week. Just 30 minutes a day, and you can let me know how that went, and you can share your work in the comments. I'll be happy to see and guide you if you want. And want to also mention that the enrollments have begun for the month of November for my academy, which is the Creative Leap Academy. So if you're an oil painter and want to bypass years of trial and error, I'll be happy to help you create that body of work in your style and paint with confidence. So let me know in the comments if that's something that you want and are interested in, and I'll be happy to get on a call with you and see how we can provide a roadmap to achieve your art goals. I hope this was helpful. I'll see you again hopefully tomorrow. So meanwhile, if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much and have a great evening. Bye bye.